Delta Quadrant is the map, and in the bottom right is going to be ST Ace. And next to him to the left, bottom left, is Kyrix Zenith.
Kyrix Zenith.
Overlord for Kyrix is heading up to the upper left. Probe is going to start off with a pylon towards his rampway, it appears. Not going to scout just yet.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised not to see the scout early on, actually.
Perhaps he'll go after the gateway. And ST Ace pretty much going with the same start in each of the sets so far. Almost identical placement of the pylon and gateway.
And those drones moving out. Expansion coming pretty soon for Kyrix.
Double hatchery, and once again Kyrix using that drone hidden play somewhat at the backside of the mineral patch before starting his hatchery.
And unfortunately for Protoss here, his scout's going to be quite late to the Zerg base. Going the wrong path there.
Spawning pool on the way while the gateway is complete with the Zealot on the way.
Oh, and he's hidden that forge up there, so I'm guessing he's thinking expansion play, or I don't know. I doubt he's going to try any sort of cheese, but we'll see what happens.
Would you do it for an early upgrade at all, or?
You know, I don't think the early upgrade is as good. Is going to be as good. I don't think that's what he's looking to do.
Nope, we have a pylon here, so indeed we got a cheese cannon rush coming. Pylon at the natural expansion. Here we go from ST Ace. And drones are coming out to try to take down the Zealot. Can they get the Zealot? They have a surround on him. The Zealot is going to go down. Second Zealot there. The rush is on. Taking down the first cannon. Can they get to the second one? They got to take out the Zealot first, and another surround they have on him. He feels that he's going to get it as he backs some drones off. And now it's going to be the Zerglings that finish off on him, while the cannon's going to be taken out by the drones. This rush does not appear like it's going to work. Call me crazy, but let's take a look.
Yeah, Kyrix has beat this back quite well. Lost a few drones, but that was really Ace's ace in the hole. I think he's without. I think he's going to be hurting in the the next part of the early game here. Oh God, almost got all those Zerglings in his base. It's almost over.
And the God of Force cannons on the backside here. He's just trying to hold on, buy some time the best he can. Cybernetics core. If these Zerglings can get through here, this probably will be GG. And is he going to get the core? Yes, he is. The core is going to fall. Can he warp in something else? Is there anything else? No, I thought maybe try to warp something else in there to help block. It's not going to happen. This is going to be GG. Look at this. Kyrix Zenith is going to advance. Oh, he does get the cannon. Not all the Zerglings are going to live through this, unfortunately. Let's see. It's not over yet, but clearly you have to expect that ST Ace is going to be way behind.
Yeah, definitely. That was a lot of damage done to him, and we don't see follow-up Zerglings. So what that means is we have follow-up drones. Kyrix has expanded his economy. His income is looking pretty good compared to the Protoss. They're roughly even, but that was expected. That was expected considering the early pressure from Ace. Problem is that Kyrix can continue to power, and Ace has got to defend here and is still behind on tech.
Yeah, the double hatchery, so he's expanded his economy. He's going to start picking, and it might I mean, their economies look not too bad right now, but give this about 3-4 minutes, and obviously things are going to start to sway. So here's the question: if you are ST Ace, you've kind of gone, I mean, what I would have called an all-in rush. It didn't work. What is there something that he can do now? He's done. You know what? He's done well to stay alive so far. I thought this was GG. I really did.
Yeah, it looked close there in the beginning, and it looked like he was about to make it looked like his probe suddenly switched path there in his main base, and when he saw the Overlord, and he decided, oh crud, okay, no cheese, I'm just going to make 2 more gateways over here. Yeah, the Overlord sees everything that that Ace is doing, so it looks like he's just going to have to pump some units and try to catch up to Kyrix.
And I like this play for Kyrix going after those high-yield minerals because he knows he's ahead. He knows that ST Ace has to turtle here, for at least for a bit, and this should certainly benefit him. He does lose an Overlord, however, but maybe not a bad trade-off considering the information that he got to look at.
Yeah, he sees the 3 gateways. He sees Protoss has 3 units, excuse me, and he knows it's perfect timing for expansion, drones, and then somewhat later Roach Hydra or whatever unit mix he chooses.
Now, all of a sudden, an update on harvesting units, and 40 to 30, 10 advantage to our Zerg player, Kyrix Zenith, and once they get through to this high-yield mineral patch, if this game goes longer than 5 minutes, I would be shocked, absolutely befuddled, if ST Ace is the winner at the end of it.
Yeah, it looks like Ace is pumped out a few units. I guess it was for defense. I thought his ramp was okay, but now he's just finally taking his Nexus in the back of his own base after killing the rocks. But we saw what happened last game when he chose this type of play. You know, Ace got into a long game. Kyrix got a lot of expansions, got the best tech units out there, and rolled them in the end.
Ace comes out a bit. Taking a look, he realizes that there are speed Zerglings there that can be very damaging. Does not want to make a mistake. I mean, if anything, Ace really cannot afford to make another mistake right now.
Yeah, definitely. Kyrix is kind of showing him he's got some units. He probably doesn't want the Protoss to come to his base right now. He's like, hey, just give me a couple more minutes. Let me get a really good army.
Well, certainly at this point, the longer this game goes, the more advantageous it will be to Kyrix Zenith. Especially with that hatchery right there.
Yeah, definitely. We see the Roaches coming out. He's getting the Roach speed upgrade there, and he's about to have a great economy from the gold, so he's laid down a Hydralisk in. It's almost an exact repeat of the mid-game we saw in the last match.
Well, it seems like Kyrix Zenith has slowed down his harvesters count. He's still just with 45. They're almost back to even in terms of harvesters, which tells me that he's got a whole lot more in terms of units. A lot of Roaches there.
That is true, but I just noticed on the production tab he had about 9 or 10 drones queued up there, and I am certain they were going to that gold mineral patch.
Yeah, we can see the transfer taking place right now, and as they arrive, ST Ace is going to have to find some sort of a timing rush that he can pull off, because the longer this game goes, and adding to that, by the way, Kyrix Zenith expanding to 1 o'clock in the upper right corner as well. He is starting to take map domination of this again, just as he did in the previous set as well. Don't want to let this get too far out of hand. Aspire on the way.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to see 2 robotics facilities this time for Ace, which I think is a good move because he saw last game there was a Roach Hydra mix. This time he needs to be, when he comes out into the middle, he's got to win and he's got to continue on to the Zerg base if he wants to win the game.
Both players massing up for the final battle, and talk about macro. Kyrix Zenith expanding again to the upper left as well, so he's got 5 different bases right now compared to just the 2 for ST Ace.
With the Mutas flying out there, not going to do much. Ace knows he's got to protect those minerals. Having to spend a little money there on photon cannons, though.
150 to 110 in unit count.
Oh, wow, those sentries. Can't lose those.
Trying to get some harassment done here with the Mutalisks. Getting out into open space. Now, it's also going to be very concerning to STAs knowing that those Mutalisks are somewhere in there that can come back for harassment at any time. It's really going to prevent him from being able to come out with peace of mind.
Exactly. These Mutas buy a little bit of time. They can tap probes, they can tap buildings. Most importantly, they keep product units in the base defending.
Mutalisks trying to regenerate their health as they stand by. Oh, we're going to see if there's any more harassment they can do. Chasing down these stalkers because there are only 3 of them there. And as the reinforcements come, the Mutalisks back off.
And we see, though, Colossus numbers are kicking in. But then again, the Zerg has seen that, and he's going to, he's starting to prepare for that. He's got his own corruptors out. So it's really going to be the unit mixture and the fact that Kyrix has been on 3 and now 3.5 to 4 bases for quite a long time. It's really going to be tough for Ace to come out. I mean, the creep is already to his base, too.
You know, we talked about the mother of all battles in the previous set. I don't know if this is going to top that one, but this is going to be a decent one as well. Although I think...
he might not make it down the ramp if Kyrix is angry enough.
And is he ready? And when I say is he, there's only one side that needs to be ready. Kyrix is not going to wait for Ace to be ready. And he's coming down the rampway to meet him halfway. Here's the battle. This is probably going to determine the match right here.
Yeah, the Colossus they're not being effective enough.
And I think there's just nothing that Ace is going to be able to do about this. There goes the Colossus. A few stalkers left. They're forced to retreat back into the base. And Kyrix decides not to overextend himself.
Yeah.
And he says, why not? I've got more bases. I don't need to take a chance. I don't have to win this now because I know if I back off, I will win in another 2 minutes.
Exactly. During that battle, he just invested his bank into more units, and we see he's 200 supply, and Kyrix is stuck at 89. Ace is stuck at 89. So it's, like you said, attrition here. He knows he's going to win, just a matter of time.
And here it comes. One Colossus coming out saying, how you doing? He goes down, and this should be GG right here. I can't see him surviving past this anymore. It would be really impressive. Here come the probes to help out. There's a sign of desperation. And this will indeed be GG. Wow, so Ace takes the first set, and Kyrix is going to come back with the second 2 to come back and win this. What a game here by Kyrix Zenith to advance to the round of 16. There is a very disappointed ST Ace. Boy, he looks very disappointed. I don't blame him. I mean, he played, first off, he played very well in that first set, and he played well in the second set early on, and then just let it slip away. He took too long in getting his attack strategy ready, and it kind of snowballed into this third set. I almost wonder if that second set, the way he lost that set, maybe affected his mentality going into this third one. Once again, people don't like to be losing for 10 minutes, 13 minutes, 20 minutes at a time, and then having to play another set after that.
That's true. It was a very difficult Game 2 match. Game 3, a little disappointed in Ace's play. Early on he got very behind, and no props to Kyrix though. He down one match. I'm sure he's seen the results of the GSL so far, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. How many 2-0s have we had? So many.
It's been consecutive, probably the last maybe even 10 in a row. It seems like it's been an awful lot of them all day long. Let's go back just for a brief moment on Zenith's rush. He tried the cannon rush early on in the set. I almost forgot about that because it was so long ago. This game kind of went for a bit.
Yeah, Ace tried that early photon rush. It was somewhat risky. I think he was thinking, okay, match 3, I need to do something illustrious, creative, different. I don't want to play the same kind of match and die in Game 2 in a long game. But this time it didn't work out for him. To be honest, I didn't like it. I didn't like it that much, but I give him props for having the courage to do that in Game 3 of the round of 32 here. It
certainly is a very ballsy move to try. It did not work early on, and it really, snowballed to a loss in the end. We're going to be back with an interview with Kyrix. Put up your questions on the forum, and we'll be back right after this.